So I don't know what the fishing aspect of it all is or what all it's going to be done. And he's got a fishing pole and he just threw it right on out there. Got a fish already. He snatched them up quick. Hello everyone, I'm Panickn and we are back with Manor Lords. And since there's a new update came out a couple of days ago, the developer has suggested that everyone do a fresh new restart. And since we were pretty much kicking the Baron's butt, taking over territories, and we conquered another territory against his mercenary armies, I think we did all right. So I believe we're going to go ahead with the new update that is regular, not beta version. In the game now, fishing, salt, crossbows, and I believe a butcher as well. Hopefully we get a good starting position and we'll have that fish and salt there so you can see us working it and see what it's all about. All right, so this is what we got so far, folks. This is our new location, our new start off. As you can see, we do have fish here. It is a rich deposit of fish. We have stone, we have wild animals, we have clay deposits, and we have the iron, a rich deposit of iron. We do not have the salt or berries. So here's the berry icon. I'll show you guys the salt icon, which is right down here. So it is in a province right below us, a rich deposit of it. So this is probably going to be one of our first crabs that we can do. Looks like both of these have salt deposits, and that is the only two. Our area is not great for farming. As you can see, I'll show you guys real quick. You got a little bit of green right here for emmer, which is our wheat. So our farm is going to be mainly right in here. Nothing for flax, as you can see. Barley, nothing either. It's really showing up. And rye. Rye is pretty rich in this area and right over in here. And then, of course, our water. So what we're going to probably do, most of our people are right here right now. We're going to try to put everything in this area here, village-wise, and some over in this area, of course, as well. So we do have our hunting and our fishing here. So we're going to go mainly right in this area. But what I want to do is I want to kind of clear these woods out in the long run, because this is a lot of green for rye. So that will help with food in the long, later on down the road once we get to it. Let's go ahead and get our main buildings up and going, or at least started. We're going to go with the lumber hut there, and the hunting camp we will put right there. So let's get a road from the hunting camp back up here to the main road. We should be connected to the road there, and go on down this way just a little bit. So we want to go ahead and get in that fishing house as well. Put it right there, and we'll just have to connect it to the road. He wouldn't let us get it right up on the road. Now, we also got to make sure we have a spot for our storage and our granary, which is something we need to go ahead and put in now as well. Mining, we're not worried about at the moment. We'll get all that stuff taken care of later on. So let's do here for those two. Now you see a little bit of roads already kind of going right through here. So we're going to try to kind of keep that. We'll just make it a road. Now the reason I did that is because I'm going to set the marketplace right up here in the center. We can put some houses through here, houses on this side. This stuff will go away eventually as well. See if there's anything else. Do need to do well water, but right now we're hurting for wood and everything of that nature, so we'll just let them go ahead and get started. Check out our new mission. Victory condition is dominance. That's what we chose. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. All right, so we got a couple buildings already set up to be built. We'll get our homes going here shortly. All right, so that right there is going to be our wheat. So we know where we're going to put our wheat field, right? It's going to be all along this line right here. But first, let's get everything built up, ready to go. Then we will worry about the other stuff. I have heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. Hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Of course, this is the barren Hildebolt. So we're gonna get homes, get everything built up, being our granary and our storehouse as before. Lumber mill is there. It's in process of being built. And of course, our hunting camp here and our fishing house, fishing hut will be right here. Rich deposit of fish. So these folks are going to be mostly on probably a fish diet. Hunting camp is finished. So we'll get one family in the hunting camp. So we have somebody already working that. Let's go ahead and make sure it's set up that it doesn't go. Yeah, it's going to go to 10 and stop. So we have 18 to 20. So they'll only take out 8. I leave 10 to rebuild, repopulate, everything of that nature. Now, let's see what we're going to do about housing. Do we put our first set of housing through this area? That's too many houses, of course. Okay, so we'll probably look at putting some houses in here. We just have to mainly stay away from building any houses in this immediate area because of the wheat. So that's why I'm trying to put most of our stuff in this area here. Do have a person for logging. Let's say advanced. We are going to put you to logging around that area right there. Might end up having some houses along the lake here on this side, depending on how wide that is through there. Be a good number of homes right there. I would definitely take it down because I want to put in some vegetable gardens so we don't get behind on that. Right now we are setting at 1 timber. Storehouse construction is finished. That's good. Granary should be finished here and shortly. We'll put somebody in there to go ahead and start picking up these goods. Probably do the same thing for the granary once it's finished. So that leaves us one family for building. Which the only other building that we've got set up right now to go would be the fishing hut. Rich deposit on that iron. That means we'll be making a lot of weaponry and tools. So that's something that we can turn around and sell to get salt and everything in the meantime, till we can take over that territory down there. Marketplace. So let's put the marketplace up here, kind of this end of the road or whatever. Let's start here. All right, so we're going to put our marketplace right here, town center, right off the beaten path from the hunting camp. It'll be right off the beaten path, of course, from the fishing hut as well. This stuff right here will be all gone once it's put up. We need to move that hitching post. Too bad we can't put it right there in the center. But let's put that hitching post right down here. Of course, like I said, once we get some wood up where we can start building some homes, then they'll start taking care of this right here, which we do have enough to set up 3. Let's see if we can't do that. So allow us to do 3, which would be okay, but I'm not going to go that. I would at least like to go 4. A little bit more of a setup there. 5 looks okay. We could do 5. And what I'm trying to do is leave enough room that we can put vegetable gardens or something like that on these things. Let's see. Go back a little bit further, like there. Come across. There's 5 right there. Let's go. Let me set it up like that. That's 5 homes there. That's 4. So we have enough wood for 4. Almost enough for 5. We'll do 5 right there. Make that our vegetables and things like that in the long run when we come around to it. Might readjust this road right here to come over this side so that we can put more homes in here. All right, so we setting up our first set of homes. We're gonna stop a few of them from being built right away. That way, because we don't have that many families. But once they get going, they'll be able to knock those out in no time. Pause. This one's okay. There we go. So yeah, we could take this road. Let me see right here. We're gonna move that to come right there. And then of course that way I can always put in a few more homes right there. Our marketplace is going up. Don't have anything right there as far as supplies, but we do have 2 stalls already. It holds up to, how many was this? We could probably end up putting in another one, but we probably will end up putting in another one eventually. All right, so my fishing hut is finished. However, I don't want to put anyone in it just yet because of losing the builders. But we are going to take the person out of the granary, leave the guy or the family in storage, and we'll put one person out here on for fishing. See how that kind of plays out. We haven't seen this before. Like I said before, guys, I never looked at anyone's Manor Lords videos, so I don't know what the fishing aspect of it all is or what all it's going to be done. If they'll do it on their own, guess they kind of are. And he's got a fishing pole and he just threw it right on out there. Got a fish already. He's snatching them up quick, heavier than it looks. So I don't know yet if there's like a fishmonger type thing we've got to deal with, or what the case is on the fish. Does it have to be put to an oven to be cooked? I'm not really sure. Just looking over everything real quick, make sure there's nothing that we are forgetting that we should be go ahead and building. A lot of things that we need to be built, but right now we're having to go through the whole process of starting all over and getting built back up. Now, we know we're going to need a wood cutter. It only takes one set or one thing of wood, so let's get the wood cutter over here, because he will become very important come wintertime. It is May right now, but winter will be here before we know it. Okay, so we got a couple of houses already being built. And the only reason I left someone in storage is because of the pelts, but I guess it would be all right. Same thing with the granary. I mean, let's pull this guy out, or this family out, excuse me, and let's see if we can get some of these homes built up a little bit quicker with having 2 families on construction. Timber, we've got 7 there, 12 hides, 20 firewood already, 15 meat, and some bread, some fish, stone and tools. All right, free stall locations is 14, so I guess this is a 16 stall location here. We're gonna demolish it, and the reason being is because I want to go ahead and make it bigger. So marketplace, where are you at? Make it a little bit bigger. That's 43. I don't like the angle. All right, that's 36. I think that'll be more than enough, and it did get rid of that big tree. I didn't want to get rid of that big tree when we made it bigger, simply because I thought that was part of the aesthetics of it all. But oh well, we'll go on from there, and I'm sure there'll be other places, trees that get taken down that we don't want to get taken down. All right, we're sitting at 12 fish. What does that say? Spoilage is high. Okay, so if spoilage is high, we need to get someone in this granary so they can go down there and pick that up. Looks like our first home is built. Standard little homes here. The yards ain't really big. We will have to make some big yards eventually for the vegetable gardens and things of that nature. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and look at something real quick, because I just thought about that. What if we went this way? Let's knock it down to 2. Don't see the yards being all that big. We do have another home built, looks like. Fish are starting to be brought down to the granary now. That is a thing now, that food will spoil. So there's no longer, you can't stockpile it like you could before, if you could do it. Our woodcutter's lodge is now built. We don't need to put anyone on that at the moment in time. I think we'll be all right for a little while. We've got 18 firewood. We only have 2 homes that need heat. So this place right here, once these 5 homes are built up, they should, this right here will go away. Already have a stall back in the marketplace. stone pit there, and of course our iron pit's way over here, clay pit's way down here. So it looks like probably the majority of our homes might be around this area on the top side, this back side here, maybe some over in this side here as well. Resources stolen by bandits. 4 meat stolen by bandits. Right now we don't really technically have an army that we can put out there until we get to a certain level. I think it was like level 2 we get like an automatic army or so. We will need a place for our church. We might end up sticking it somewhere in here as well, just leaving this area kind of more of like a park type thing. Leave a little bit of green trees and things like that around. Right now we could put wouldn't have enough, I don't think, to necessarily do it. I mean, I know we don't have the supplies to do it. I don't know if that tree in the back will get taken out or not. Of course, we could put it over here somewhere too. Might be a good spot for it right there, or kind of here. I don't know. We'll figure a place out for it eventually. There's some more family members coming into the town. Good on food and fuel. We have one stable place, which is here. Can only hold one of one. Eventually we'll get that where we can unlock. We don't have anything unlocked here in the tech tree. As you can see, advanced pond keeping is new. Advanced skinning is probably not so new. Rye cultivation, irrigation, fertilization, bakeries. I'm not seeing anything that says about a butcher though. Foreign supplies, trade, better deals, charcoal, and basic armor. So everything there is pretty much the same. We can go ahead and put in a vegetable garden on 2 of these places with the money that we do have. However, once we do that, that's going to hurt us money in our regional wealth. I think right now they're not really big enough to be that much of a difference when it comes to the gardens that we need, the size of the gardens that we need. So they're getting all this. It should be emptying all the supplies here. Nothing else is stored there in that little spot. Fish is doing fairly well. We got 7 of 50 there. Not even putting a dent. We're actually getting more fish than we are. They're actually reproducing faster than we can clear them out, which is good because it's a rich deposit. We need to have that food available to us at all times. Looks like our 5th house is almost finished. Now we also can't forget, we get to get the level 2 to do that we do have other things that we got to do. Blacksmith, cobbler, bower shop. There is the butcher's workshop. So there is a thing for the butcher shop. Animal pen, apple orchard. I don't know, animal pen's a new one. The tavern brewery right now. But even here, our barley, we'd have no good fertile land for barley. You guys remember? So we will probably have to get the majority of our barley from outside unless we get one of these other territories soon. And our village has reached level 1. So let's check out a new message. Strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. All right, so let's check out. Should be in our our storage. Looks like we got enough for 20. So let's go ahead and get our spear militia in. They'll start building up. Now, once they get about 15, I'll check. We got one bandit camp down here, and that's it so far. So once we get up to about 15 troops, we'll send units down there to clear that out so we can start banking up on our influence in order to take over another territory or territories. There you have it so far. Like I said, there's the fish, logging, and woodcutter camps are there. Our granary and storage, the first 5 homes. Hunting camp is there. Now, probably not a bad idea to go ahead and get a couple of these for right now because it will be needed. That's a way to water our people, water our plants, stop any fires that might take place in the village itself. So plenty of stuff still here for us to build. Stone, mining camp, more residential, farming. Let's see, that farmhouse is three wood, and there is technically the farm. So I know we don't have the people for it, but we are going to go ahead and set up our farmhouse and our wheat field. It's like I said in the previous playthrough, the sooner you can get a farm up and going. Hope I don't mess up that stone deposit there. I don't think it will. Matter of fact, we've already spent the money for it. I don't think it's going to affect anything because we haven't really done it. Let's try to keep the wheat out of the stone as much as possible. And we'll do that right there. All right, so it's fallow right now. Of course, we are already in July, so beginning of the next year, our farmhouse should be ready by then, and we can start planting our first crops of wheat. Now, still at 12 timber, so we're good there on timber. What else did we need to build? We already have our granary and storehouse. We could do another hitching post. We'll put it down here because this is where a lot of our farm and fishing will be taking place. But we also have a stone pit, clay pit down the road, and of course a iron deposit around the trees there, around the bend. I think right there is where we're good there on the buildings. So now let's see about building a home where we can get really big with these yards in order to make a vegetable. It's not a big field. It is a big home. I'll tell you what, let's not even go there. Let's just go right here next to the field, next to our farm. I'd say both of those are pretty good size. We'll go ahead and let those get started. There's some trees in there that'll get taken out. Both of them are pretty good size, like I said, so we will make that 2 vegetable gardens there. We'll end up making this just another place for some more homes or whatever comes about. Hunting lodge, like I said, is right there. It did kind of move. Did it move? Nah, it didn't move. All right, well, we're getting low here. Okay, fuel. All right, lumber guy, I need you to stop cutting for a little bit. Start cutting some firewood. Let's check out our granary. We've got a good amount of fish. Storage is looking all right as well. All of our first round of homes are good. So these 5 first homes, we'll probably do like the cobbler, tanner, all those right there. I don't know why I said tanner. What I meant is things like the tailor shop, the bower, the cobbler, the joiner, and the blacksmith. Get those 5 put in there. Try to keep the butcher close to any kind of pasture land area. And same thing with the bakery. Try to keep it close to where the farm is going to be, which we know it's right here for the wheat right now, but we might put more homes somewhere else down through here somewhere. Just don't know yet. Now we just need to get our folks going, get these things built up. 61 fish. We are kicking butt and fishing right now. So coming in to something new. And of course, the AI jumps all over it like it's second nature. Fuel is jumping up. We are getting some firewood in here. Marketplace, we have 100% food variety. We have 100% food variety because of the 3 foods that we can do. We've got enough of them. That's the only benefit to that. All right, what the hell did they steal this time? All right, it looks like they took off with some damn iron slabs. That's not good. Or tools. That's not good. we might have to tear into that iron ore pit over here. Yeah, the iron deposit over here sooner than we wanted to. There you go. Just making some road connections out here to everything. All right, so we got a bandit camp sighted. Let's see where it's at. I know we've had one down here for a little bit, and we got one right up here above our head. So what are we looking like as far as our, oh, that's not what I wanted. 10 out of 36. Can we get another? No, they just split out. No. All right, so we just got to 10. All right, so we do have a point in technology that we can unlock. There is trapping, there is advanced pond keeping, forest management, beekeeping, the apple orchard, sheep breeding, heavy plow, which makes a big difference on the farms. And that's usually one of the first ones we do is heavy plow and then go orchard. And I think we're going to do that here. All right, so we got the heavy plow. Policies, some policies that we can enact. Not much there on that, but nothing on the trade as of yet. So next two homes are being built right here next to the wheat field. Our farmhouse does have tools or the supplies necessary to build, but just hasn't got around to that point yet. Firewood's doing good. Food's at 13 months. Fuel is at 4 months. Food, 8 meat, 3 bread, 93 fish. And like I said, it's barely putting a dent in the numbers. But what we can do, since we do have so many fish, is we're going to go ahead and pull that guy out of there. This is a seasonal thing. It will freeze up in the winter. But I want to go ahead and pull them off so they can get these homes and everything built in first. Approval ratings at 50%. Got to get that up and going. Hitching post down here is finished now. Yes. Right. All right. Let's just order a oxen there to help get some of this stuff moved around a little bit quicker. We already have one new home built and then another. Oh, so both of our new homes are there. 15 there for vegetable. We only got 15 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to the other 15. We will turn this into a vegetable garden or vegetable garden once I get some money rolling in. That is not that hard to do. We just got to have the military to be able to go up there and take on those bandits. We do have the add a plow station. Hope that didn't cost us anything. 11 timber still setting. 22 in firewood. Fuels at 4 months. Marketplace, the only thing we have here is a fuel stall and a food stall, I believe. Yep, they're right next to each other. All right. I said once we get these people in the right spots, or get some more people in here so we can boost those numbers on that unit, we will go up there and take care of that bandit camp, get us a little bit ahead on some money and some influence. Because the next thing the first province we're going to take is this one right down here. Doesn't have much in the way of other supplies, but the salt is a big deal. That helps preserve food, so it'll be very handy later on down the road for us as in general. All right, so we had 2 families building. Don't necessarily need another family building. What are we looking like on that stone? Large shields and spears. Where are we at? Where's that stone that I see? Okay, 10 stone. Let's check this out. Mining real quick. Stone. Only takes 2 wood. How much is there? 160. Okay. All right, so that was our plow station that just went in at the farmhouse. You seen the little building pop up right there. We don't have the space right now in storage to do 160 in stone. So I'll hold off on that for a little bit. Hides are getting on up there. The granary guy is still moving. All right, let's go ahead and throw one of these folks into the storehouse. So go ahead and go get all this lumber and hides and things of that nature. Get them off the locations and into the storage areas that we have. We have a road next to our iron pit, our clay pit as well. Stone pit's here. Everything else is looking good. We have 7 homes, 1 with a vegetable garden in it already. Just need to get some more folks in the town. And got to get that approval rating up. Let's look. We're not going to do it more than likely. We might. Just want to see if we did put a couple of homes in here. Don't want it that crowded. We could do something like that right there. This is all homes in this area. So that is a thing we could do there. We could also just about, yep. We can squeeze that church in there once we get the things that we need. All that is 20 planks, but right now we've got to focus on firewood for the most part. We are coming up towards the winter. There's one of our wells. There's our hitching post. Good sized farm. I think we'll do okay there. The other spot for when it comes time is this is the wheat field. We can go back a little bit further so that if we ever need to extend, we can. No flax here, no barley here. Rye. We can do a big rye right in here. That's one of the reasons I pushed for the lumber to work in this area here primarily, so that we could put in another farm. And who knows, we might see that there is a little emmer spot right in there that we could put some wheat field in. If nothing else, we'll just leave it here, put one over there for the rye, and they'll just have to run it back and forth. And we will end up putting like the windmill and things of that nature down in this area. Probably do like a little service block. Damn, they stole another tool. They stole my last tool. So we'll just do like a industrial type area over here. Just be like the communal oven, the windmill. Let's see what else do we put over here. Sheep farm, no, but the sheep farm be somewhere else, of course. But some of this other stuff, smithy and the bloomery can be over here, because they're gonna, once you mine the stuff, of course you guys know they're just gonna take it to the storehouse, whether it be stone or iron ore or salt. They're gonna more than likely take to the storehouse or the granary. So it's best just to go ahead and put those other businesses or things like that right there to go ahead and get that taken care of. Speaking of which, we have no iron, we have no tools. So I'm gonna be plopping down this damn iron place a little bit sooner than I wanted to, this iron pit. So I was wanting to hold off for a little while, but I don't think I'm gonna have the choice in that matter. So we'll go ahead and set up the mining pit for the iron ore for us to work and start making more tools and more weapons and things of that nature. But here we are. This is our start for the first episode with the new update. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.